All right, here we are. So it looks like they're trying to bring up some BS charges on Anthony Hudson. I don't know what the charges are. They're even trying to allege. But anyway, you guys are going to hear the recorded call and everything else. We're going to put it up here. And we're also going to be going to the state police tomorrow to see what they're going to do. Rumor has it that, so somebody posted on their website, one of them rhinos, you know what I mean, establishment cronies, why we hate you and ditched your two-party system, ha ha ha. Anyway, they called and supposedly the state police just sent it over to the prosecutor. So I want that state boy's name if that's the case. Well, if that really happened, I want that officer's name. And if any prosecutor goes to pick up charges, that's prosecutorial misconduct. And we even got evidence in our favor right now. So you could go ahead and fuck around and find out if you want to, but the days of that bullshit's over. They did a guy like that. I guess I forget his name. I didn't even know him. They locked him up when he was running for governor last time. Hudson will tell you the story. He knows all about it. But yeah, them treasonous bastards are out here doing their shit. Go figure.
This is Anthony.
Anthony, this is Jody Grant, Burton Police Department.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
I just got a message you were trying to contact us regarding, looks like a complaint that was filed back here on the 20th.
Yeah, because I'm seeing a lot of speculation thrown out on social media, and I need to get to the root of it because I have the entire recorded phone call with the individual who is making false police reports. There are no threats made to that individual.
Well, here's what I've seen, Mr. Hudson, and I agree with you. There's no threats made here, and as far as making the false police report, those kind of go by someone's interpretation. If they perceive something as a threat, and they can make the police report. But I'm closing this case currently as we're speaking.
Now, let me ask you a question. I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to interrupt you. I'm sorry. It's full transparency. If under a false police report, if you look at the people who are making the accusation and what they're trying to accomplish, that would make it a false police report. It happened to Ryan Kelly a few years ago when he was running for governor. Whitmer had him arrested because he was a J6er, and it completely threw him out of the race. Well, the Genesee County Republican Party does not like me. They've made that clear. But over the last 13 months, they have had no involvement with me whatsoever. And in the course of the last 7 days, they've made 2 press releases and a police report out of nowhere. All because I'm reiterating what the law is to them. I didn't write the Constitution. You know that. I know that. And when you explain the law and the consequences for breaking the law, that's not a threat unless you say, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to hurt you. I didn't say that.
I agree with you, Mr. Hudson.
So I think it's a false police report because they are purposely trying to get me detained so I'm out of this gubernatorial race because they don't want me in the race in the first place. That's the legitimacy behind this whole thing. I have not been to one Genesee County Republican event in 13 months. And now that I push back against these corrupt leaders, what do? They go to the extreme. They file police reports to try and have me detained off the street and out of the race because I would be behind bars. That's the purpose of what they're trying to do. And you feel free to correct me, but I feel that makes this a false police report because they're reaching.
Okay, well, I mean, when you say the term reaching, reaching deals basically with interpretation, how they interpret it. And, the officer that took the complaint, maybe he wasn't sure either, but I reviewed it, and I don't believe there's a criminal violation, therefore we're closing the case. It doesn't mean they can't report it, okay? Now, if this went through to some sort of arrest or some sort of, completely off-the-wall allegation, if she tried to say that these threats went beyond just a conversation to maybe you, for example, you showed up at her house or something like that, but that wasn't true. There's no falsification of what she believed to be the facts, right? We just sort of corrected that and said there's just no crime that's been committed as of this point.
Can I interject? I have a statement to say. I have also heard this recorded conversation, and he clearly told her, this is not a threat. I am not physically threatening you. And he talks about suing her. That's the only threat made, is to sue her civilly. And then she goes and makes this report. Yeah, that is filing a false police report. But you have not been able to review that evidence yet.
No, I listened to the whole conversation, or the conversation that she had recorded on her end anyway. Who am I speaking with?
This is Jason, who's always out there with him.
He's part of my campaign. I'm sorry.
Understood. Okay, yeah. So that's where we're at, Mr. Hudson. We're closing this complaint.
Can I get that in writing? Can I stop by and pick up a written copy of that? Because
They can email it, too.
or email it. You're not the only agency. They also reached out to the Michigan State Police and filed the same report. And in their press release, they said that the Michigan State Police was going to refer this to the prosecutor's office, which would be in line with a possible warrant. But don't they have to talk to me first? Don't they have to do their investigation and
No, I think what the Michigan State Police is doing is sort of ensuring, okay, that there's no crime, committed. Again, it's down to interpretation. Now, I've made the decision. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a prosecutor, but I've been in this job for about 30 years.
well, thank you for your service.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. Enough for me to say, I don't think anything's risen to a criminal act at this point. So, again, we're closing this investigation. Now, the state police may have a different procedure or a different process where they have to refer to a prosecutor for a prosecutor to tell them this, but we are empowered here at the City of Burton Police Department by our chief of police to make that decision here. If there's no crime, that we can determine.
Right. You can understand my concern is that David Layton, the prosecutor of Genesee County, is really good friends with my opponent, Chris Swanson. So, there's reason for me to believe that they might want to get me, out of the race or off the street. This is an opportunity, but that would violate my Fifth and Sixth Amendment to the Constitution. But as I asked, can you email me a copy of the disposition so that I have it for my records that you guys close this out, or can I pick it up?
Yeah, you know what? You'll have to file a FOIA request with our department, but
That's
this
fine.
matter
I know how to do that.
should be a FOIA-able document at that point.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go through those channels and we'll get a copy of that.
And what was your name and badge number?
Yeah, let me give you my contact information.
Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead.
My name is Detective Jody Grant, JodyGrant, and my desk phone, the extension right here is 810-244-1556.
Hold on. 244.
1556.
Okay. And just for the record, can I get your badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
Oh, you don't have a badge number.
No,
okay.
we don't. Yeah.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Anything else, feel free to reach out to me, Mr. Hudson, okay?
Will do. Thank you so much for calling me back.
No problem.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.